So, Dave, you said that you was married, right?
Mhm.
So how did you meet your wife?
Oh man, and that's a funny story, man.
All right.
So again, man, like this was back in my player days,
All right.
I was working in the barbershop. So she comes in the barbershop, bought her little cousin to the barbershop.
Okay.
Um, hey man, kind of like one of the movies, man.
All right.
You know,
Boy,
she,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like that.
yeah, yeah. She
All right.
came walking in the barber shop, man, and it was like her hair started blowing, and the
Okay.
music started
Okay.
playing in the
Okay.
background.
Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, you
All
know what
right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was trying to play it cool.
Okay. All
And,
right.
and I was talking to her, knowing I ain't never seen her. I said, girl, have I ever seen you before? You look familiar to me,
No, that's what's
And I
up.
had that little young boy in the
Okay.
halfway
Okay.
talk
Yeah.
game, you
Yeah.
know what
All
I'm saying?
right.
But I'm gonna tell you how the universe works, though. I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you how the universe
All right.
works. So honestly, because I cut her little cousin here, and I was telling her to come back, and I said I'm gonna play it slow. I ain't gonna just rush up on her like
Right.
that. I said
Right.
next time she come back, I said next time I see her though, I'm gonna get that number.
No doubt.
And what's crazy is this. So about 2 hours after
Uh,
she had done left the barbershop, I cut her little cousin hair. She left. 2 hours later, me and a cat that I was working with in the barbershop was going to lunch.
all right.
We pulled up on Tate Boulevard at the stoplight. She comes pulling up right beside us, man.
All right.
Right, but that's the universe right
It
there.
is. It is.
That
It is.
that day
So
right
let me
there.
ask you a question, right?
Mhm.
Was it did you see her 3 times or was it just 2 times before you actually went out on a date?
2 times.
2 times?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because when I seen her that day at the light, I asked her for a number. I asked her to go out with me,
Hmm.
man. And I think it was the next day we had went out on a date,
Right.
right? And I'm gonna tell you another thing that made me know this was gonna be my wife, man. And these young girls need to hear this. Um, she was on that Steve Harvey group, bro. It
Okay.
wasn't none of
Okay.
that. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Okay.
You know
First of all, what is the Steve
what I mean?
Harvey rule? Yeah.
It's gonna be some months before you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I
Yeah.
mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
gonna be none of
Okay.
that,
Okay. Right.
first time I see you, first date
Right.
stuff, the stuff that they doing now,
Yeah.
this hooking up
Yeah.
stuff. No, sir. My
Yeah.
wife came from a good family, good Christian
Uh
family.
huh.
Hey man, yeah, it wasn't none of that.
No
You know what
doubt.
I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
And it was different, and that's what impressed me,
Oh
really.
yeah. Really. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what impressed me, man. 'Cause she wasn't about that,
Right.
Hey, she was gonna, we was gonna get to know each other. We was gonna date.
Right.
I was gonna meet her family, and
Uh huh.
wasn't nothing, no funny business,
No
none
doubt.
of that.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
No
saying?
doubt. Hmm.
And she was traditional with it.
Okay.
And again, you don't see that anymore.
No.
You
No.
don't see that
I'm
anymore.
gonna tell you, the truth, I probably would have ran.
Hey, I almost did,
Yeah,
bro.
that was
Hey,
me. I
I had
probably
done
would have
tied my
ran.
shoes up.
Yeah, no
I
doubt.
had done
Yeah, okay,
tied
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah,
shoes
yeah.
up,
I
getting ready
feel
to
you though.
sprint.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. Yeah, you better than me. I gotta give you that. Yeah, yeah. I would have left with my socks
Yeah,
on.
man.
I left my shoes on. I'm
Hey,
gone. Yeah, no doubt.
yeah.
But
But
that's
that's what
good.
intrigued me, though.
Yeah, no
That's
doubt.
what
That's
intrigued me. It
good.
was
That's
different,
good though.
you
That's
know.
good. Yeah,
And
definitely.
so yeah, man. It was definitely a different experience for me.
Right,
But again, that's what kept me interested, and that's what let me know the type of woman I was
right,
dealing with.
right. So how long you
And
been married?
now we in March of next year
Uh huh.
will be 16 years.
Okay.
16 years, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
to me, I feel like you gotta have tough skin to be married.
Marriage is definitely
Job.
a job.
Yeah,
It's yeah,
yeah.
yes,
I've
yes,
been married
yes.
twice.
Yeah, you're gonna have your ups, you're gonna
Yeah.
have your downs, and you're gonna have things that's gonna come up along the way. And it takes a lot to be understanding and to keep everything copacetic, so to say.
For real.
Yeah.
So to make the relationship work, do you put yourself on the back burner a lot?
You have to.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
Because, again, even though what's crazy is,
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of things going on. I require so much because of things I have going on. But as a husband, as a father, I have to say, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. This can't be about me.
Mm-hmm.
what do y'all need? What
Mhm.
can we do to make you happy and meet her and my son's needs? But yes, you definitely do have to put yourself on the
Right.
back burner and worry about your spouse's needs and
Right.
wants.
Exactly. Did she have kids before you met her?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay. All right. I was just
That
gonna
was
say
another thing that made me
that is
not take off running.
no doubt. No doubt.
You know what I
No
mean?
doubt. I gotta give you that. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And can I say one thing to this,
Yeah.
brother?
Yes.
This is something that, while my time on city council, I
Mhm.
approached a lot of churches about. This is a big thing for me.
Okay.
Teenage pregnancy.
Oh man. Talk.
These young girls having
Yes.
these babies as teenagers, and then not just that, these young girls having these babies. They don't even have to be necessarily be teenagers. Men, a good quality man,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to hesitate before he gets with a woman,
Mm-hmm.
and she's already got 2, 3 kids, 2, 3 baby daddies.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I try to advocate that too. And I know that might not go over well with some people, but
But it's the
I'm
truth,
sorry.
though.
I'm
That's
sorry
what makes
because
us
that's the way I
men.
thought growing
That's
up.
that's how I think. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
because I didn't want to. I tried to talk to women with kids.
Mm-hmm.
You always gonna fall out with the baby daddy. You always gonna do this that because it's always some drama. And but again, there are some relationships that are great with women with children.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not knocking that.
Right.
I'm just saying
Right.
um, it can cause problems and it can have some men can cause them to have drawbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of my things that really, really made me want to marry this woman. She
Right.
didn't have any kids.
Right.
And that's the thing with these young women. Hey, if you can keep yourself, hey, that's a great thing.
That's true.
But things happen and
Right.
but these women out here, they're handling their business and
Mm-hmm.
there's some great women with children out here.
Mm-hmm.
But these teenage girls, I always try to advocate for
Right.
them to wait
Right. Right. Right.
because
So
there's so
is
many
is
opportunities.
there a solution for that though? It's kind of hard to tell them that you're gonna have to keep your legs closed. For real.
Right, right. The only thing that we can try to do is just continue to try to love on them,
Love
man.
them. Yeah.
Continue to try to give them information.
Yes.
Continue to try to have workshops,
Yes.
programs, stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I was pushing for when I was on city council.
Okay.
Let's talk to these young girls.
That's
Just
right.
just somebody to talk to them.
That's right.
You know,
Right.
and have some single mothers that
Mm-hmm.
have gone through these experiences that's out here that's
Mm-hmm.
struggling
Right.
because of that situation to talk to them
Right. For sure.
and to show them the example so they'll know, hey, you might want to wait
Mm-hmm.
until you start having children, you know um do things because I know young women that have not gone to college because of it.
Right.
Or that some have gone to college and that's great because actually I think me and my wife was talking about a young lady the other day that has a kid and she's still going to college. She's fighting through it. A
Right.
lot of them don't. A
Right.
lot of them they fall victim to that
Mm-hmm.
circumstance and they miss opportunities.
Right.
And so it's not. I'm not saying that you can't be successful and you can't continue to endure,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just going to be a little bit harder path.
Right.
So if you want to try to keep things easier for you and create opportunities, because there's always going to be some young boy out there waiting on
That's
you.
right.
There's
Yeah.
always going to be
Yeah.
opportunity to have
Mm-hmm.
children,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
why not wait?
Right.
Focus on your future. Get yourself headed in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
The family, the boys, all that stuff is going to always be.
Right. So this is an opinion. All right. Do you, in your opinion, would you not say that 75%, because really the statistics is 75% to 80% of our kids, boys, failure is causes a single mom?
I would have to agree with that.
Yeah.
Put the pedal to the metal, let's roll. Keep an O in that draw in the console. For when I hit the highway, I got my own highway. No need to make a pit stop, straight to the club. Put the pedal to the metal, let's roll. Keep an O in that draw in the console. When I hit the highway, I got my own highway. No need to make a pit stop, straight to the club.
Statistics say that
Yeah.
the ones in prison,
Mhm.
dead,
Mhm.
come from single mother homes,
Right.
and they operate out of emotions. and not logics.
That's right.
And not to try to put you in the fire, you know what I mean?
Right.
But because I know that you see, you smart. I know you see it.
That's right.
Women don't want to accept that emotions is what brings along problems.
Right.
Because almost everything that women do, they operate out of emotion. They emotionally make bread. You know what I mean? For real. That's why they food be so good.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Saying
You
for
put
years.
your good in
Yeah,
that. That's
right.
emotion,
That's
boy.
right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
So they do that same thing with anger. They do the same thing with feelings hurt.
Right.
They and if the man ain't in the house, then if it's a little boy, then that is the man in the house to them.
That's right. That's right.
And he get the brunt of that, and she don't realize it. And then when the boys grow up not respecting men, it's because you never gave them nothing to respect.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Okay, I just want to just throw that in there real quick. That's why it's good that you are, and you did pick a woman that's gonna allow you to be the father in your chick. Okay,
that's right.
That's all.
And to our point again, with these teenage pregnancies, with these women having, children by men that they're not going to be with, they're thrust and they have no choice but to be in that position to be the dad and the mom to these children. And yes, I've said it for years, women are emotional creatures.
Right.
And and these boys, they're being raised like that, and that's all they see, and they don't have a man in the household. And these women, they're doing everything they can. These women are doing their thing, raising these young boys without a man.
Right.
And then you got the independent women out here, and that's a whole other show.
It is. It is. So, I'm glad somebody else.
Right. But again, man, these women are doing their thing. They're doing the best they can. They're doing what they have to do.
Right.
To raise these young men, but still, that's the effects of it.
It is.
And with them not having any men around and getting that example provided, that's the effects.
That's true. It really is, and it's detrimental.
Yes.
And that's why I said it's our job to start changing this whole thing around.
That's right.
Now, I'm a stepdad. You know what I mean? I'm not in a relationship, but I'm a stepdad. Your kid is my kid. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't got to know you. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Everybody child out here that I come in contact with, that's my responsibility as a man.
Right.
I can't be out here looking foolish.
That's right.
I can't be out here acting foolish.
That's exactly.
I did have some big homies when I was growing up in the beginning times of me first jumping out the porch and trying to be into the streets.
Right.
That would really get in your ass and hang around with them. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Until they started, they started seeing me too often, and then it became normal. You get what I'm saying? And I didn't really have Barry Sanders was my role model. The way he used to run and shoot, but he didn't wake up in Ridgeview.
There you go.
Couldn't
have a conversation.
I did a seminar. I used to mentor when I first started mentoring. It was with Chris Johnson.
Yes, I know that brother. That's another good brother. Man. Young people of integrity.
And I was mentoring with him.
Yeah.
One day he just hit me like, I just want to mentor. I just want to try it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I went and talked to Rev, and Rev turned me on to him. And he seen how I was with the kids. Well, I know because I was one of these kids, and I'm not really going to listen to nobody that never lived that life.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And I knew that about kids. You know what I mean? And some of the kids already knew me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So we did a seminar, right, on the upper end of 127. And I was asked this question, and this is back in the Obama days, right? Aren't y'all guys glad that Obama's the president? I said, I'm pretty sure all black people glad that Obama the president, but Obama don't wake up in Ridgeview.
That's right. That's right.
We don't have doctors waking up in Ridgeview. We don't have lawyers waking up in Ridgeview. We don't have role models.
That's right.
We really do it, you see, but if you coming through with the gold watch and the gold tees and the big cars and women flocking to you because you paying them, you know what I mean? That was our role models.
Exactly.
And then they show us the same thing on TV with the rappers.
That's right.
It's just getting way out of hand now. Now it's changing from looking like a celebrity to being a gangster.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That's the problem.
and being on drugs.
And being on drugs. Oh my God, man! They talk about it all the time.
That's right.
But
Because I seen a thing where a guy said, I don't want nobody to take it the wrong way. Our rap stars were drug dealers. These rappers now are drug users.
It's true. It's true though. It's true.
Yeah.
That just lets you know that it's being controlled.
That's
because
right.
before it was even drug dealers, it was conscience.
Yes, sir.
Everybody kept us together.
The destruction of us. And I'm gonna tell you something that blew my mind.
Yes.
I heard a brother say the other. This has been a little while back.
Mhm.
So this music and movies and stuff. At first, it was just destroying the black man.
Mhm.
Now you got some of these female rappers that are destroying the black woman as well.
Oh my gosh, man! Have you not seen? Oh, not to talk about government, but I gotta talk about this one stupid idea that they came up with when they brought Megan Thee Stallion on twerking. That was the weirdest idea, and women feel like that's okay.
Right.
If I had any little girls, I
don't want my daughter seeing our presidential candidate endorsing that.
I can't do that, man. I can't do that. Don't get me wrong.
That's something totally separate from what the presidential race needs to be. And that's just my personal opinion.
So what I'm saying is to all of you out there, that's how they look at us.
Yes.
That's ignorance.
Yes.
For real. All jokes. We couldn't even separate that.
No.
Well, let me scratch that. Some of us did.
Yes.
But the bulk of us didn't, right?
That's exactly right.
And that's weird. That's control, man. And we were just talking about the mind.
Yes.
See how the fight don't have to be for the physical no more. Because if they can captivate your mind, they got you.
They got you.
Oh man, this is deep. This is deep. But yeah, man. So believe it or not, I think about 3, maybe 4 years ago, I started studying the brain. And that's when I started really learning that the all is the brain. Even if we go into text, like I said, I don't really talk about religion, but even in these religious books, it says that the Most High is the I am, right? You cannot use that word, that in 2 words without talking about yourself.
You're right.
Because
I say that every morning. I am successful. I am vigilant. I am going to have a great day. That's what I say every morning.
You know what, man? And that's affirmations. You're supposed to.
Daily affirmations.
I got to hype myself up.
That's right.
Before you was coming, I was sitting in here like, yeah, we're going to get this thing, everything going to go great. We're going to have a great show. Yeah.
And it's smoking up in here.
Oh, my God. Well, y'all tell me, man, you're doing a good job, man. For real, all jokes.
Put the pedal to the metal, let's roll. Keep an O in that draw in the console. For when I hit the highway, I got my own M.O.N.E.Y. No need to make a pit stop, straight to the club. Put the pedal to the metal, let's roll. Keep an O in that draw in the console. When I hit the highway, I got my own M.O.N.E.Y. No need to make a pit stop, straight to the club.
But yeah, so just like I said, man, relationships are good, and my thing is, I want to work on putting relationships back together or getting us to start being in relationships again.
True that.
You know what I mean?
True that.
But I gotta pose you with another question about relationships, right? Could you see? And I know you married, so just be biased, right? Just step outside of that and just consciously think about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
That for men, though, sometimes I ain't even gonna say sometimes, since we are creatures, we are animals too. You know what I mean? And any animal that we don't ever watch out here in this world, the male animal does not stick to one person. Not saying that, you know what I mean, as that male lion, zebra, whatever it is, get to a certain age and finally be like, okay, now, you know what I mean? Right. Why is it though that some women feel like that's dead wrong when never in history have men ever? I think that's like westernized to me.
Well, you know what's funny? I was in my mind. I was thinking that it was cultural.
Right?
Because if you look in other civilizations, other countries, hey man, these men got what,
Yeah.
9 wives?
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Even in they books that they read
That's right.
and believe in.
That's
How
right.
do you believe in? And this is just to change it up now. How do you believe in wholeheartedly in this religion, but you take out what you want to believe and not everything? Then that means you really don't really believe in this religion.
Well,
You can't just pick and choose. If this is God's words, then why do you
mhm.
pick and choose what you want to believe?
Well, people gonna
Yes.
be upset on this one here. People gonna be upset on this one right
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
sometimes they can weaponize that thing.
See what I mean?
They can weaponize it to what they want
See
and
what
the
I
way
mean?
they see it, the way they want to control you
Mhm.
or us.
Mhm.
And you know,
Mhm.
that thing, not just that, a lot of things can be weaponized, and that's just one of them.
Right.
And you know, and like you said, you got other cultures that men have this going on,
Mhm.
multiple wives, this, that.
Mhm.
It's like I said, in this Western civilization,
Mhm.
with these fried chicken cooking, collard green
Mhm.
cooking
Mhm.
sisters,
Mhm.
they ain't having
No. No.
it.
No.
And so, you know, hey, brother, you know, we just gonna have to move to Dubai or somewhere if we trying to live like
That's
that.
true though, because
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. That's
Tanzania
true.
or
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
But
America, you can hang
in
that up.
America, you can hang it
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Okay, my last guest that I had on here, I mean, she was a wonderful guest. She did a really good job, and her numbers went up too. Um, she was stating that, I mean, that when she think about a real black man, you
Hmm.
know what I mean, um, the vision of grooming herself for white women,
Mm,
and my statement to her on our behalf was is that we don't groom ourselves for white women, but there's other races that treat us how we want our woman to treat us.
right,
You
right,
know,
right.
um, I think a lot of women don't understand that emotions because we were just talking about how they operate, right?
Mm-hmm.
That when they respond out of emotions, sometimes it's aggressive.
Mm,
And then when it's aggressive, and we males already, we logical thinkers regardless, but we males, we got high testosterone.
mm-hmm.
That's how the argument starts.
That's right.
Well,
That's right.
well, you think that you could just be loud? No, it ain't that. I think I could just be loud. It's just when you emotionally attach yourself to this conversation,
Mm-hmm.
the logic get took out, and then I can say things, and to you interpret them. I can't believe you just said it to me that loud. No, they hear stuff.
Right.
I know you've been married and you know you didn't say something and she swore you said that. I heard you say that.
That's right. That's right.
Women also say something in their mind but thought they said it out loud, so you're supposed to know.
That's right. That's right.
Bro, how? Only reason why, because if I get married again, I don't want to get a divorce.
Right.
All right.
Right.
You've been married for 16 years and it's still going.
Mm-hmm.
How do men separate their feelings because logic get lost when a woman's emotional get into it because a woman emotional affects us, right?
That's right. That's right.
How do we stay peaceful?
I'm gonna tell you, brother.
That's what's up. I'm glad you're on here. You know what I mean? It's a learning experience right now.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you now. One of the things that I've realized a lot of times with us as men and as okay, I'm gonna break it down into I'm gonna answer that question in
Okay.
a maybe a three-part question answer. I'm gonna
Okay.
say.
All right.
So first of all, us men and women growing up, you know, there was a different era with our parents and what we seen from our grandparents and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The way that they would yell and argue
Mm-hmm.
and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and I hate to say it, I seen domestic violence growing up, and I
Me
seen
too.
things growing up, and I thought that was
I
normalized,
did too.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I had to learn and grow on my own to know that's not okay.
Right.
It's not okay.
Right.
You know, because my wife can tell you now, I don't put my hands on her. I never have, never will. Have we not had arguments? Yes,
Right.
of course, every
Right.
marriage.
Right. Exactly.
And you know, and I found that one thing that helps with that, and to answer your question is us as men. It is a very, very, very hard thing to do. Women must do it as well. There are times where you gotta swallow your pride and humble yourself. And that's what it's gonna take. Because it's times I know my wife dead wrong. You hear me? Dead wrong.
Right.
And you know what? It's gonna get to a point. I'm not about to sit here and keep arguing with you. I know you're wrong.
Right.
But however, I'm gonna swallow my pride. I'm gonna humble myself to just let it go.
Right.
But you got some relationships, some people, they're going to continue to argue, yell until they get their point across.
You done called me out. I joke that I'm bad. I don't know how to shut up. That's my. I have a problem with that, man. You like you said that because that's a man. That's what the man do. What you need.
That's what we do.
Even what you do, like you, if you know, even though you know, you still know how to. I can't stop.
It's hard.
It's a warrior in me.
It took years for me to get to that point.
Okay, that's good.
Years.
That's good to know. Because I know I'm supposed to do that.
Oh, yes, sir.
That's a part of that work. You know, we don't want to have to start from the bottom of work.
Yes, sir.
And that's all I'm doing. I'm working my way up. I'm trying to learn how to be a better husband.
Yes,
if I'm gonna be a husband to somebody.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All jokes.
Yeah.
I want to do it right. I really do want to do it right. You know, and because I have done all my relationships wrong. I've done every tactic that a man does doing wrong. I have.
And you know what else, brother? I'm gonna say this on here, and some people have been doing wrong for so long they don't know that right is right.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
That's deep. Yeah, that's right.
And that was me.
Okay.
Because because of what I seen growing up. Because as men, hey, we say to ourselves, hey man, I'm the man of this house.
Right.
You gonna do what I say when I say, and you ain't gonna argue with me.
Right.
That's the way I've seen any other man when I was young. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And get in there and cook me some grits.
We might not say it just like that. Y'all get the drift.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
That's the way I see it. And in our mind, and in our mind, that's the way we feel like our marriage is supposed to work.
Right.
And that's the way things are supposed to go.
Right.
Now that was okay in those days.
Right.
It's a new day now.
It is. So then, being the fact that it's a new day, women still use that old tactic: a happy wife, a happy life. Why they still use that when it's got to be both?
Right.
You know?
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because women still are naturally crazy. You know what I'm saying? Right. And
put the pedal to the metal, let's roll. Keep an on that draw in the console. For when I hit the highway, I got my own high no need to make a pit stop. Straight to the club. Put the pedal to the metal, let's roll. Keep an on that draw in the console. When I hit the highway, I got my own high no need to make a pit stop. Straight to the club.
Again, they're being programmed. These young women, social media is programming them that, hey, the world is supposed to go your way. It's our time, and you're supposed to get this.
Right.
And these women on Instagram ain't even living like that
at all.
We go on vacation here. We do this. We do that. And women are seeing that, and they think that that's what life is supposed to be.
Right.
And they're not living like that on Instagram
at all.
They're just selling them dreams, selling them lottery tickets every single day.
Like rappers.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
And it's almost selling out their own community of people, women.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
I don't understand why women don't see that that's promoting singleness and being alone.
That's right. And you seeing these women half naked on Instagram and out here, and everybody got their little workout clothes on.
Yeah,
and this
man.
and that.
Oh my God.
And that's what. And they always talking about being single. But what I always say is, the first thing I think when I see that, when I see a young woman in a bikini, whatever, doing her workout, doing squats and stuff.
Tight. Yeah.
So you're letting me know from the jump. That's all I got to offer.
That's it.
That's all I got to offer. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, man.
Let me go on Instagram and see you reading a book, getting a degree. That's sexy to me.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
That's so true. It's true though.
But
that's only true to men.
That's right.
You know, and that's why I asked my last guest, what do men look like? A real black man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because at first it was gonna be her opinion. You know what I mean? Go to work, provide. You know what I mean? The normal. But when she really thought about it, you know what I mean? She kind of hit a nail on the head with she not. I ain't gonna say 9 times out of 10, but maybe 40% of men do date outside of their race that's black because we do get respect outside of our race.
That's
way
right.
more.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But it's because, like you said, the influences that our women get.
Yes, these black women have been influenced in such a way to where again they don't respect us as much as other races do.
That's
and
right.
These black women have been treated so bad by some brothers that ain't doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And that has been pushed to other brothers like us that ain't we're paying for past brothers' crimes.
You're right.
And so and these black women have been put in that mindset and in that position because they've been done wrong so many times. And so now they're defensive, they're emotional, and they treat us. And as black women, especially a good brother, man, I ain't got time for that.
Right.
Let me go over here and see what Becky talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
But
saying?
why is that though? Why is it that they're snurring nose up better? Because they don't know what good look like either.
There you go.
I just asked my own question.
That's right. If you never had good,
if you never had
and
good,
you don't know what it's supposed to be,
you'll run and slap off.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
I do suggest women and men really we because we won't go get therapy. You know, you know how I said here on part one, I was saying this is therapy to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And therapy for me as well, brother.
You know, and this is why.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some personal about me, right? There's been times in my life, right? I might have went through something and it hurt, and then the woman whoever it is I'm talking to, if I talk to her about it, then I'm getting belittled about it. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So I didn't really know men, grown men, to be able to go and be like, "Hey man, listen, man, I'm gonna tell you what my wife said to me that really aggravated me." It's always been women that had to listen to ear.
That's right. That's right.
It took me a long time to realize that's where I was going wrong. That's right. I was going to women. You know what I mean?
That's right. But our whole lives we were taught a man ain't supposed to cry. Man's supposed to be tough.
Oh my
and
God.
so you wouldn't dare go to another brother. Hey brother, can we sit down and talk?
Oh my God. So you see what I mean?
We was trained not to do that. And so we had no choice but to go to the woman that we were with. And I've done the same. I've done the same. And you know, and as a black household, we don't do therapy.
No,
black people don't. What's wrong with you?
Right.
We don't see psychiatrists. We don't do therapy.
See,
that ain't what we do.
See,
and this stuff is being ingrained in us for so long.
It's detriment.
Yes.
Yes. So I say that to say this. I also provide therapy. You know, yeah, I've been trying. I got a few people that come through, and that way we don't have to run to somebody else.
That's right.
We don't want to be judged.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
So I offer therapy. You know what I
That's
mean?
great, man.
For men. I mean I take women in too.
Right.
But men, we need an outlet, man.
We do
because we carry a lot. We can't even explain it on a logical scale. You know what I mean?
You're right, man.
I talked to a lady a couple of days ago, right? And I understand, you know, she going through a lot. Vehicles, single parent, work, not making enough money to take care of all the bills. She ain't really getting no help, yada, yada, yada. And at first I was wanting to feel bad about it, right? But me as being a therapist that I don't claim to be, but I do. I know that's what I am because.
Hey, I feel you on that. Hey, as a barber, I've been a therapist for years myself.
See what I mean? Because that's what that is. That's
right.
why people go to the barbershop.
That's right. That's right.
That same concept. Now, to say that, what do we do when you get in there?
Yes,
Man, boy, this week, you know what I mean? I just been rough. You know, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
We congregate. That's where men congregate.
That's right.
I'm just offering it into a smaller section,
right?
So it can be one-on-one. That's But thank you. That was a
Yeah.
good one because you're exactly right. I remember being a little boy going in there and listening to everybody else's
Oh yeah.
stories.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and that's why they made the movie Barbershop.
That's exactly
Because that's everybody. And it was also a safe zone.
That's right.
Really.
That's right.
It don't even really be judgmental. Now you might have some clowns coming out, but boy, grow up.
Right,
You know what I mean? Something silly, but
But still,
yeah,
there was
that's
a
right.
certain respect level in the
Exactly.
barbershop. And
Exactly.
it was all ages.
Right. Right. And to get back to what I was saying, right? I hit her with the I'm a man and I'm single and I do everything you said too by myself. You know, y'all want to be independent so bad.
Right.
This is what y'all claimed. Y'all want it so bad. Huh? Right?
Be careful what you ask for.
Oh my.
Because you just might get it.
You know, that's the second most powerful thing in the world. We said the brain the first.
Yes, sir.
That tongue is more dangerous than
Boy,
that's a
power
weapon.
in that tongue.
Oh my God. And they told us that. They tell us that. They told all our lives we've been told that. Watch the tongue. There's power in the tongue. And that's why I said on episode 1 that the conversation was I am.
That's right. And that's exactly why
I speak over myself. If you misuse that tongue will bring into fruition.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's all, man. I'm so glad when we had it. I needed this for myself, man.
You and me
I ain't
both,
gonna lie to you, man. I feel like I just upped my game up. So that special someone out there that's listening, I might be coming, man.
He coming. He coming.
That was a good one. I like that. That's what's up, though. But yeah, man, this was a learning experience for me, man. And I'm grateful, man, for real, man. Because like I said, man, as a man and as men, we do need an outlet.
Yes, we do. We really do.
Yeah, and sometimes it be real serious where
Yeah.
we don't want to just go to the barbershop. We do need a one-on-one. So,
that's right.
You know, for anybody out there, though, for real, you can contact me, get in touch with me through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I haven't got the phone number set up yet for the therapy part, but I definitely do offer that, though, because I know we go through a lot. And sometimes we just need a logical that's to tell us the truth.
That's right.
You know,
that's right. Yeah.
If it was dumb, I'm gonna tell you it was dumb. You should have did that. That was stupid. You know what I mean?
That's right.
But other than that, it could just be some emotional things that you deal with, like past traumas. We have a lot of that, and that's for the kids. As kids growing up, you know, like you said, we was taught to be. You better not cry about that. Get up. You know what I mean? Suck that up. You a boy. You a man. You're a teenager now. You know, all of the extra. You know what I mean?
It's ingrained in us.
It's ingrained in us.
Yeah.
You know, but a young lady hit me with a really good saying a couple of days ago that it's okay to have both feminine side and the masculine side because we all got it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
The only problem is whenever the guy goes to his emotional side, that's what feminine is to me, the emotional side.
Right.
He get downplayed, and that's why we go to prison.
You get caught.
We don't know how to handle that.
That's right.
And that's the problem. I'm gonna start teaching these guys how to do it.
Yeah,
you know, for real. Our jokes.
Definitely do that.
That's our job, man. We have to, and then especially the young boys. Now, get back to these little young boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was growing up and there was shootings going on, there'd be money involved.
Yes.
Shooting going on now. They just shoot.
Oh, absolutely not.
So, you know what that tells me? The misguidance.
Yeah.
Is that not our military?
True.
We're the only nation of people that doesn't have no protection at all.
You're right.
You know?
True.
We letting ours do dumb stuff and sending them to prison instead of veterans coming home and putting the groups together and start training them. Let them know, how to carry weapons.
Right.
Let them know what educating yourself about everything is, because it's best to be well-rounded on all. You know what I mean?
True. True.
That was something else that I was planning on doing, even with my youth program, was to get some of these veterans and pay them to come in and train these kids on pulling up your pants, standing straight.
Right.
You know, keep your shoulders square.
That's right.
Keep your chin up, even when it seems like put your chin
That's
up.
True, man.
You know,
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. Because it's funny you say that, man. I had a conversation with a young man the other day.
Okay.
we had probably about a 5-10 minute conversation. He didn't look me in my eyes not once.
See what I mean?
Not once.
Mm.
And and that's some of the things I try to teach my son.
Right.
Hey, you make sure you look at a man in his
That's
eyes
right.
when you talk to
That's
him,
right.
and you shake his hand,
That's right.
and things just like you said, little small things like that. That these
It
kids they
matters.
don't know.
That's right.
They don't know.
At all.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
And a lot of that deal with self-esteem.
That's right. That's
And,
right.
and it'd be the little things that'll make a kid like ashamed.
You're right.
You know?
You're right.
And you know what one of them is? Reading.
Oh, yes.
Read. Parents look at me like I'm crazy when I tell them, man, you need to sit down with your kid at least 15. Just give them 15 minutes to show them that you care enough to sit there and, because when you get around somebody else that's an adult and he don't know simple words, he gonna be a criminal.
That's right, because he's gonna try to avoid anything educational.
Don't ask me.
Altogether.
Don't point me out.
That's right.
I'm not raising my hand if I gotta read anything.
Right. Right.
I'm gonna be 1,000. We are some of the smartest people on the planet. Not even some. We are.
I agree.
The only problem is nobody else got to dumb us down. We actually doing it to ourselves.
We're our own worst enemy. We're our own worst enemy. And I'm gonna be honest with you. It's one of those things to where I'm sure you're facing it now that you've got a successful thing going on, and you're trying to better yourself.
Trying.
What they call it, that crab in the
In the
bucket
bucket.
mentality. And I've experienced it myself.
Right.
We're not thinking. I don't think I'm no better than anybody.
No.
I'm no better than anybody.
No.
I just want more for myself.
That's right.
But when you're in pursuit for more for yourself, people they're actually mad at themselves, but they're going to project it onto you. Oh, you think you better than us now, man?
Yeah.
You out here, you got this little podcast, and you're doing this,
that.
man. You think you better now?
Not
You
at
know
all.
what I'm saying? But in your mind, you like, I've never even had a thought like
At
that.
all. At all. Yeah.
But again, people perceive you like that because you look like them.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? They look like you. They look like me. And so, see, look at him, man. I knew him when he was on the streets, man. Look at him now. He think he's the same person. No, I'm not.
No.
No, I'm not.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. Yeah.
But again, because we're doing something and we look like them, and they're not happy with themselves in their life, they're going to try to project on us and want to see us fail and try to bring us down. And the other races don't do that.
No.
We do it to ourselves.
And that's why I'm trying to fix. I'm doing my part.
Yes. Yes.
They don't see this.
No.
They don't see black men talking.
That's right. Building.
Formulating plans. Trying to better our communities.
Better our communities,
you know
ourselves,
what I mean? Yeah, you're exactly
everybody.
right.
Put the pedal to the metal, let's roll. Keep an O in that draw in the console. For when I hit the highway, I got my own high. No need to make a pit stop. Straight to the club. Put the pedal to the metal, let's roll. Keep an O in that draw in the console. When I hit the highway, I got my own high. No need to make a pit stop. Straight to the club.
But you made a statement a few minutes ago, right? And I'm glad you did, right? And it was the crabs in the bucket. Okay. The only problem I have with the crabs in the bucket is that when it ain't no steps, a ladder, an elevator, or a string, if one is reaching down to get one and you got 1,000,000 of them down there, all of them hooking onto that one that you're trying to pull out, you're supposed to got pulled back down. So you know what I felt out? Instead of using that, I got to figure out how to build stairs. So when I go back down, I'm going to walk down. So they can follow me back out. Harriet Tubman did it.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So everybody out there that be thinking, hey, these are just crabs in a bucket trying to put, yeah, they supposed to because it ain't nothing else. It's slick.
That's right.
If I climbed up this wall and this wasn't here to be able to put my feet on, I'm going to slide right back down.
That's right.
Huh?
That's right.
If you was on top of this roof and I need help to get out of here, but I got 1,000 people holding on to my legs.
Yeah, I got to throw your string as a rope or something, right? Yeah, there you go.
And that's all I'm trying to do.
That's exactly right.
When I bring on Dave to explain to you how he got to where he was, it wasn't easy. When I bring on Dave to talk to you about the step that he took to get to where he is right now, he showed you it wasn't easy. He set steps to show you, though, I didn't stop. Even though it got hard and I lost, I still was stepping. That's all I'm doing. I'm building steps for them to be able to make it easier.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I ain't make gigantic steps. I'm making baby steps.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
I'm gonna tell you something else I did. I had a Range Rover, 750 BMWs, 2020 Honda. I done had all this shit.
Right.
I let it all go and went and got me some old models. Paid cash for them. I done had to put them in the shop, transmissions and the oil change. I'm doing all the regular people stuff.
Right.
And the reason is because I didn't want nobody to get it twisted. Don't look at this material stuff. It doesn't mean
because
nothing.
that's all it is. It's material.
It doesn't mean nothing.
Cars don't define a man.
None of this means nothing. This is just me, though. I just like looking good, but it doesn't mean nothing.
That's right. What defines you is here and here.
And the mind, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
But I did say the mind is one of the strongest organs, right? Mm-hmm. You pointed to your heart, and you're exactly right. If I say that your soul, that the real you is the heart, it controls everything. You can live without the brain. You might not be able to do nothing, but your body can still, you know what I mean?
Right.
But if your soul leave your body, your heart, done.
You're right. So, right.
I just want everybody to know that, man. The real you is your heart. You know, if your heart starts beating fast because you're going to make a decision and your heart trying to tell you the reason why I'm beating fast because you're going to do something stupid, stop. Stop smoking cigarettes. I'm just saying, though, because a lot of people don't know your body talk to you. And the only reason why I say that, though, because that's a go-to mechanism for a lot of people.
Yes.
And they don't have no color.
Alcohol.
Yes.
Drugs. I mean,
for real,
you're right.
For real,
it's a
man.
coping mechanism.
It is.
Because life is,
it wears on us.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It really does. My habit is women. You know, and I'm trying to really fix that. That's why I keep asking and talking about that, because my problem is women. I love everything about women, man. For real. You know, and it's done cost me a lot of happiness. And I had some really good people in my life. You know, I don't blame them. I blame me. You know, and it ain't that I just do it, but it seems like all the time certain things happen to drive me to do it. You know what I mean? And even though after I be feeling like, but then as easily as I feel like I should have did it, I don't care about it no more. You know what I mean? And I don't understand it about me yet. And that's why I know I need therapy too as well.
But still, you're in that process. And, again, you've got the mentality where you're trying to correct things in your life. You're trying to, and that, again, that's all of us.
It is.
Every day I'm trying to be a better person. None of us are perfect. We're all striving to be better, continue to grow. And, and I say all the time too, life ain't easy, man. And you got to continue to try to push, to try to work hard and do better every single day.
True.
Because once you feel like you got to a point, I'm good, I made it. You're failed. You're doomed. You're doomed right then.
Every time.
Because, there's never going to be a point where you can just get comfortable and say, I'm done. I don't care. I tell my students this up. I don't care, if people look at me and say, well, Dave, you're successful. Why are you still working so hard? I'm not even close to being where I want to be, man. I feel like I can do more. I ain't dead yet. You know what I mean? And then, and then the other thing people don't realize is when you get something, you got to maintain it.
That's right.
And I say all the time, what's harder to handle than failure?
Ooh.
Success.
That's right.
That's
right. And that's the opposite.
You dang right.
You're right. Success is the hardest to handle.
Damn right. Yeah.
A lot of people become success. That's when really drugs kick in for real.
That's right.
Because they didn't know how to handle
That's
success.
Right. Because see, now you got people coming from all over the place. Women.
Yep.
Men. I mean, you got people wanting to hang with you, party with you. You spending all your money, you
Mm.
out doing this
Wasteful.
and that. Yes.
Then think about
Because
it. You forgot the struggle to get you there.
Because when you were struggling to get there, none of them people was there. None of them women was there. None of this stuff was there. And then when you get to that point, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
That's why you see all these athletes and all these people. And it happens to regular people like us too.
Right.
Go right now, one of us go. Let's go down here to the convenience store and hit a scratch off $100,000. Seven people call us and want to hang out.
My God.
You know what I'm saying?
Can, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I always liked you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know something about you.
Yeah,
What you knew.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? All
Right.
kind of females gonna get at you.
Is.
You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things, man. And we got to be prepared and just know how to handle it.
So why is it that people don't feel like that's an addiction? You know, just like drugs. You know what I mean?
And honestly, it is.
It is. I got a problem. I know I do. You know,
and you're not alone in
right?
that.
And
I had that same problem,
right?
You know,
Man,
and I know many other men.
That's right. But you know what though? Because we never been told that it was an addiction problem, like a coping mechanism problem.
Right.
We've just been, you just want to, it's always something that deals with the emotional part of it, but not really. Since I've been having time to myself, I can actually look back and see that that's what that is. I go through something, you know, and after I do what I do, then it's like I start all the way over. I can function a little bit different, and I don't understand what that is. Tell you the truth, now that I brought that up, I think I'm gonna dabble in more into it and research what I know it's a in your brain. It's a chemical
chemical imbalance.
Yeah, but it's called something though.
Dopamine.
Because I do get a rush, especially if I can start from the beginning, from the talk, like you know how you said the next time I see you, I'm gonna get that number. You talking about your wife? That's how my mind works. Being single, right? And I see something. Once my mind say, there you go, right there. I'll start everything. Okay, I'm gonna get her. You know what I mean? It's like I can hear the music until I get it, and then after I'm done, it's like I start back over. Like
right,
you know,
it's you achieve the
crazy.
goal, and
Yeah.
You know
I want to easy though.
Yeah.
Why?
Right.
Why me?
Right.
For real. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to figure that out. Like,
and it's because again, just as if with any other addiction, you're chasing that same high.
Oh my God.
Over.
That's what it is. And then it's like it's be the same. I didn't get what I got from the very first time I ever done that. You know what I mean?
You never
get
that
exactly
same high.
Right. You just hit on the head.
You never get that same high. But you're gonna constantly chase.
I'm chasing like a mother.
Yeah.
I can hang it up. Yeah,
hey.
Have me someone like Pookie.
But hey, I ain't even gonna lie though. So hey, well, I'm married now, but hey, some of them got that boy. And how you
man.
Scalawoo quickly.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, no doubt. But that was I just had to bring that up though because like we was talking about therapy, you know what I mean, and we do need it. We need it as men, because there's all kind of different reasons though. You know, I met a guy named Matt. I met Matt because Matt was trying to sell some stuff to get some money, and my assumption was he was going to get high.
Right.
So, I offered him, to let me record him, and I put some money in his pocket. You know what I mean? Because I actually looked like he was hungry, even though he trying to sell food. You know what I mean? But Matt, he said something that was profound, like. Because I asked him, like, why would you choose to do this? If you got so many skills to do anything else, why would you choose to be homeless and out here doing this?
Right.
And he was like, maybe I'm trying to cover up something that I've been dealing with. Ain't that most men? Ain't that most people that anything is something that for real internally, mentally, that they trying to.
Yeah.
That's still going to be there whenever you sober up.
You're right. You're exactly right.
Yeah. So that's my problem. I need to figure out. I need to get to the root cause of why I do that, and then I can start working on it. Fixing it. And I only said it because, like I said, it's a therapy. Yeah. It's starting to hit me now. I'm starting to see myself in this mirror. You know what I mean? And I can see why so many people's feelings have been hurt behind me. When I could have just been truthful from the beginning.
That's
you know.
right.
So
That's right.
yeah.
That's good.
So yeah, sometimes I'm a liar. I admitted it. That's it. That's where it
Hey,
started at. You know what I
hey,
mean?
that's the first thing is admitting it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and that's what makes you a man too. For
That's right.
every man out there, for real, being able to admit you're wrong, for real,
Mm, mm.
actually notches you up a little more in your life, for real. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
That's
It
true.
is. Yeah,
And in marriage,
that's right.
being able to say, "Hey, I'm wrong," you
Oh,
know,
that's deep.
that's because that's something that nor men nor and especially women will not do. You will not do.
Yeah,
And being able to say that, it goes a long way.
it does. It
You
does.
know, and then not just that, it makes you a better person in life,
It does.
and gives you something to work towards, knowing
Right.
that you're not perfect
Right.
and knowing that we all have things to work on.
Mm-hmm. You're exactly right, man. You are exactly right, man. This part two was really good, Dave. For
Yes,
real,
sir.
I'm glad that we had enough time to sit here and build more, you know, especially on relationships.
Yes.
Because, like I said, I'm horrible at them, but I want to grow and to be able to
Right.
talk to someone that's telling me how to stick it out. You know what I mean? How to
Hmm.
sometimes, man, just keep your mouth closed.
Yeah,
It's,
sometimes that's all it
that's
takes.
all it
You know,
takes.
and it's hard,
Yeah,
and it's hard, and
and
you know you're right. And that's the
yeah,
part that kills you.
it is.
You know
Yeah,
you're right,
you know,
but
yeah,
hey, man,
yeah, yeah.
that,
Sometimes you know how we tell our kids they don't have to show you and let you learn the hard way.
that's right. That's right.
That's we still got to do that even in relationships.
Mhm.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
and to myself, just know that
Right.
you're gonna have to find out the hard way
Right.
or whatever, however it may.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's not for the relationship. I mean, it is for the relationship, but it's
yeah.
for your own
It's
peace.
all for my
You know?
exactly right
Yeah,
because that mental is they can take you somewhere.
that's right.
It can also knock you off everything that you got going on.
You said that right.
Well, if there's anything else that you would like, you know, for the audience to know, or you know, you can give your
Again,
wife
bro.
another shout out.
Hey, yeah, Mr. Liska C. Williams. Hey, babe, I love you. David T. Williams, my son. What's up, little man?
That's
Hey, I
what's
love
up.
you too, my son. And just, man, I just want to say thank you again for having me on today.
I'm so
I've
glad you
had a
came, man.
great time enjoying
I
myself,
did too, man. For
and
real.
this has been therapeutic for me.
Okay, that's what's up.
Hey, like I said, man, I got a lot of respect for what you got going on here. I really
Thank you.
appreciate what you're doing,
I appreciate it.
and hey, keep moving, bro. Keep pushing, because
I
you're helping a
appreciate
lot of
that, man.
people.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Like, subscribe, share, comment. If anybody got anything going on with yourself, needing anything done, contact me. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, leave comments, messages. Uh, Dave, information on the first part one to how to get in touch with them.
Hey,
If
can
you
I
want
add
to,
one more thing?
go ahead.
And also, I did start my YouTube channel, PKTV. PKTV. It's going to be all things PK about all of my businesses and I'm same thing. I'm gonna have inspirational stuff, motivational stuff, everyday life stuff. I've just recently started it, but yes, you can like and subscribe me on YouTube at PKTV.
PKTV, y'all heard him. Man, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share to this man's platform too, man. He's doing great in the community. He's here for us. He's here for our youngins. He's here for us adults. I mean, you just witnessed it. This man got a school going on, man. Let's show him some support. Let's keep it up. How can I get in touch with you again? Far as the schooling and personal, if
Right,
anything.
right. So yeah, they can hit me at the school 828-994-4246. We are located at 3248 20th Avenue Southeast in Newton, North Carolina, 28658. You can email me at mrplush1@yahoo.com, and you can come through and get a cut. Right now, I'm trying to continue to give back to the community, and I have said from our back to school event in August, so August to the end of the year, I don't care white, black, brown, yellow, male, female, kid, all services are free at the school, and you can come Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. at night, Monday through Thursday. Fridays, we close at 12, so you'll have to come from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. But from now till the end of the year, all services free. We giving haircuts, shaves, all of that,
Hey,
everything
man, you
free.
cannot beat that. Y'all cannot beat that, man. Come and show Dave some support. I definitely will. Uh, I'm gonna leave another little wise word. The hidden secrets, mysteries, problems that we all face it's time to go ahead and let it loose. Brush it off his shoulders. Give it out to the universe. Create the way that you think. Start creating new goals, platforms, and a peace of mind for yourself. And until next time, I'll holla.
Peace, y'all.